Is that Nozumu Abe again? Hello there, I have my exams this week, so expect fewer uploads and, well, uploads that are out of schedule more often. This video was supposed to release, what? Yeah, 13 hours ago, but I couldn't because I didn't get time for it. I was completing my practical file late at night. But yeah, and now that I'm free, I'm just gonna make this video. It's Demon Slayer, and it's Yukokohen episode 7, I think. I'm totally lost in numbering. Let's just say season 2, episode 14, because that's the only one I'm consistently right with, and I know it's season 2, episode 14. My hair's starting to annoy me right now, though. Sorry. Probably should have tied it up, but I've started the video. I don't want to really pause it. Last episode was my favorite episode, and I'd still say it is my favorite episode, though there are some blatant flaws with it. The writing it's too tropey. And I'm not talking about the story or the plot development. I'm just talking about the dialogue. It was insufferable when I was watching the second time. If you want to know more about what I'm saying, you can just watch the sort of review about that episode that I put in my first channel. Link will be in the description, or you can just go from my first channel to my first channel from the channel page of this channel, if that makes sense. I'll just leave the video, link to that video though in the description. You can watch it if you want. This is fucking annoying. That's better. Anyway, still kind of wondering how this episode will go. Tengen is still not here. What is he doing? He's supposed to be so fast. He will definitely make it in this episode, but I don't even think he's needed anymore because Nezuko is just kicking Daki's ass. And there's also the second demon. The second demon might make an appearance here or maybe in the next episode. I don't know. The second demon, I'm sure he's going to be really strong. I kind of spoiled it for myself from the opening. I kind of know who that is. I don't know who that is, but I know who that is, if you know what I'm talking about. If he appears in this episode, I'll just say what I saw in the opening, and that'll be done with it. I can just openly talk about it. But that's it. I'm just going to get right into the episode. Not much stuff to talk about because, yeah, it's Demon Slayer. I just want to get into it and watch it. That's the more important part. I'm just going to shift my camera a bit here. Okay, Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 14 in 3, 2, 1, now. The fucking idiots who say Nezuko's voice actors gets paid for just saying You guys are fucking stupid. It's more than just And even if it was just not everyone would be able to do that. Well. This is an even slower version of the track that played last time. Sounds pretty dope. See, that scene is already better without the dialogue. That whole segment started so short. It was just 3 episodes of them disguising themselves, right? There he is. It's really good. It's an amazing opening, but it's got nothing on the new summer ranking opening. Whoa. Even her fingers look different. Demonic fingers. Okay, Nezuko. Getting a bit too demonic there. That looks beautiful for no reason. How about you help her after she gets rid of the upper moon? Okay. The demon art. She's remembering her past as she dies, I guess. This is unfair. But also kind of hard. Oh no. How does this man get up? I don't think she needs healing. Can you guys just go? Did she kill them? Probably. You look really beautiful right now, Ducky. Okay, then they're dead. So now Tengen will come. Go, bystanders, get the fuck out of here. He's pretty chill. What? Huh. So the guy in the opening is the actual Upper Demon 6. Right? I think that's it. Okay, because I frame by frame the opening, right? And I saw the demon moon symbol in that guy's eye. But all the lower demons are dead. She's got to be an upper demon. She's not burning off though. What's up with that? Why is she not turning into ash? Good job! He's literally gonna do that. Okay. There we go. That really gives a scale as to how big she is right now. People kind of say similar stuff about me too. Like, they tell my mom that I got big eyes because she used to eat coconuts when she was pregnant with me. I don't really get the logic, but it's sweet, so. Oh, don't take away the plot. I'm sorry. It's not funny. Oh, she turned small with an O. That is adorable. Why is she not turning to ash? I don't understand. She is like a kid. Okay. Finally, you realize. Yeah, there we go. Wow, that was epic. That's... This is really interesting. Not completely. Yeah, he does. Another man-child. Great. Those two are still here. This voice acting is great. Man, I wish the smoke wasn't CGI. That's really off-putting. Those look cool though. Those are also CGI. Can you not smell him? He's walking sideways like a video game character. Okay, now you are overplaying the trope too. Shut the fuck up. If I was that guy, I would just jump out of the window. I'll take my chances. Because that's exactly what he is. Is that Nozumu Abe again? Yep, I think so. That's probably, considering how strong he is. Wow. Man, Ufotable is doing a fucking amazing job. Fuck. It's basically 2 upper demons. Next episode is gonna be insane. We know Tanjiro.
弟や妹たちも辛いのはみんな一緒。おばあちゃんもお父さんも私たちが相手だとして頑張ろうね。笑顔でいようね。
Okay. First things first, gotta check Sakagaboro and see if that was indeed an Azumabe cut, because that would be insane if it was. It is. It is him again. What? I don't understand. This man just animated 2 weeks in a row? Okay. But the next episode, it's gonna be the main fight, right? The most deep. That's when it's gonna reach the climax, I feel like. So, will he animate again? Like, hello, do you want breaks, Nazumabe? Because, you know, you can take breaks if you want, but then again, what has he worked on, right, in the last year? After Mugen Train, he's not worked on anything, just one cut in Tucked Up Destiny, and it was pretty small, and not that imaginative either by Nazumabe standards. It was just a classic Abe scene. But here he's really experimenting and doing new stuff. And I just want to go through that scene first, because god damn, that looked pretty. Where is it? Where does it start? Here, right? Yep. This frame, literally this frame, when I saw this, is when I realized that this is an Abe cut, because those smears are Nozomu Abe. Okay, it starts. Where does it start? Definitely from here. This is already Abe. Just looking at the detail of with the effects animation, just look at how many layers there are, and just how intricately detailed this is. It almost looks CGI with how detailed it is, and when you see that, it's either just Yo Yoshinari animating, or it's Nozomu Abe animating, and yeah, no, Yo Yoshinari, not really a portable animator. He's animating on 2s. Wow, what a surprise. I never thought he would ever animate in 2s. That's a really cool cut. And this should be like a Nozomu Abe trademark. Nozomu Abe close-up. That's what it should be named. Because really, he does this really well. This also, you can see something very similar to this in the Mugen Train. With the final cut, when Akaza's unleashing his attack. Instead of just throwing his attack forward, he puts his entire face in the camera first, and then throws his attack. Sort of like an Obari punch, with how the face comes forward first and then the punch is released, but this is not a punch. So, but it still gets the viewer engaged. Is that his pelvic bone? This man is skinny. Damn. Okay, as I was saying, it's in 2s, but here it's animated in 1s. Back to 2s. Thing is just spiraling around. There are so many layers of the effects animation too, like these blurred out layers in the background. They're just further away from the camera, and you can tell that because he's animating in so many layers. And yeah, this just looks gorgeous. Flying blood sickles. Wow, he didn't have enough layers there. Like, he wanted to create more layers of animation, so he just made a new color. He just put another layer of effects just like that. Just beautiful pink effects. I think that's supposed to show the release, exaggerate the power of the release of his attack. And these slow motions are so good. They can't be using Kakani with this. I don't think Kakani can keep up with... Kakani can't keep up with in-betweening Abe cuts. And it's animated in 1s now. This whole segment looks It's Abe, I don't need to keep saying that. And some... Wait, I want to see him throw those things again. That looked kind of cool. Yeah, just a little bit of... Just a couple of lines in his palm, right? You can see that right here. Is there a reason to do that? No, not really, but I mean, if you can add movement, just do it. That's his policy, and he does add just that. It only lasts for like a couple of frames, but it shows you that he's moving his palm, which is just so cool. And the shift in perspective here, again, shift in focus here, not perspective, shift in focus, again, really done really subtly, right? Yeah, here it's just shifting and to the balls. And here the balls get some reflections, never mind, not reflections, they're about to explode. And again, beautiful Nozomu Abe effects, impact frames. That is a dope ass impact frame. That is as detailed as impact frames will get. He literally drew the frame and then scribbled it basically. And these are all unique, right? Yeah, these are all unique frames. And then this explosion, great smoke animation. Really nice with the way the shot flows. And I think it ends here. Yeah, the cut just ends there. They're using him as sort of not only their last stand, but they're using him as their most important animator. And I'm not talking in the sense that just give him all the important scenes, because this is not that important a scene, and yet he animated this. I wonder how many cuts he animated. He's never animated 2 scenes in a row. That's never happened before. The closest we've gotten to that is season 1, where he animated Zenitsu's 6-fold attack in episode 17, and then animated the climax of episode 19. So that's 1 episode, then 1 episode he skipped, and then we saw him the next week again. This time 2 weeks in a row. Nozomu Abe. Damn. Again, there were some cool impact frames here too. Yeah, that shot was amazing. That smoke also looks really good. Even the nose bubble from Zenitsu, even that is animated. And it's done in a fluid way too. This is so good. I wonder who animated that. I don't think I'll get to see that. It was Akihiko Uda. Okay, their other good animator, who also appeared in the previous episode. But that is left at presume right now, so it could not be him. Could also not be him, is what I'm trying to say. His cut from the previous episode already definitely better. There's no doubt in my mind that his cut from the previous episode was better, because that was just an objectively better cut. It was more imaginative. It was more Abe, and it was more climactic. Most importantly, when such big animators are animating for you, you gotta set up your cuts so that their scenes flow into them and then act as the main selling point. And here that does not really do the job, because almost all cuts were good, and Abe's cut just came out of nowhere. Yes, it's an Upper Moon doing their Blood Demon art, so I guess it's a pretty important scene, and it looked amazing, so why the fuck am I complaining? But I've just never seen this before, right? Like, it's such a huge animator animating a small cut like this. Never before have I seen something like this. Because Abe is like the top, at the very top, up there with Nakamura and Imai. Imai did some really tiny, not very important cuts in Attack on Titan, like with I think it was Armin's speech in season 1 where he just does the scout pose. And just a power pose basically. And Imai just over animated the shit out of that. It was a really cool cut. But did that really require Imai? No. But because he animated that, it looked amazing. So yeah. So maybe Ufotable is just so far ahead in production that they can keep using Abe, because Abe just hasn't worked on anything, right? And maybe the saying that keep using Abe kind of sounded rude, but I mean, these guys are like the queen chess piece. Without them, you're already in the back seat, and with Ufotable, they really do depend on Abe, because without him, they only really have Masayaki Kunihiro to animate their amazing scenes. Now they are accepting more freelancers, but it's not nearly as many freelancers as, say, Mappa or Bones. And you can see that in the content, it's not as beautiful as Bones or Mappa, the best that Bones or Mappa can produce. But they can make up for that with their insane composite and beautiful visual effects. Anyway, yeah, pretty surprised that I saw an Abe 2 times in a row. Let's get to the plot side of things now. She's weak as fuck. I thought Tanjiro was insanely strong to beat an upper moon, but it's just that she was fighting with less than half her strength because her better half is inside her. I think he came out of her shadow and then... No, never mind. He came out of her body. It was just shown through the shadow, because I guess it would be really weird to see a guy coming out of a girl. Yeah, exactly. It sounds weird. It would have looked even weirder. But they showed enough to let us know that that demon does live inside Daki. Daki turned into full child mode. It doesn't matter if she's lived for a century or a couple of centuries. She probably died when she was really young, and she keeps those memories up. What I don't understand is that Uzui just walked through her. It was like the new chapter in One Punch Man. Let me just pass through for a second. If you're a One Punch Man fan who's up to date with chapters, you'll get that reference. Otherwise, just know that it's a really cool scene. Anyway, yeah, Uzui just walked through her, and her head fell. Right? That was fucking crazy to think that she is. Yeah, she was taken down as easily as what was his name? Giyu took down Rui. Just walked through him. So that was actually crazy. What I don't understand is the trust that Muzan is placing on her. Is that in fact because Muzan knows? Obviously, Muzan must know about the existence of Gyotaro, I think the name was. And he really trusts Gyotaro and not Daki. That would make a lot of sense, but because Daki is so easy to manipulate, and since Gyotaro is also an idiot who kind of has a syscon, I guess Muzan is just doing the best he can. But he said that she killed 7 Hashiras. But seeing how weak she is, seeing how weak she is, I have to say how weak she is, because Tengen can't be that powerful, right? Rengoku was holding his own against Upper Moon 3. He did get injured, but he held his own for a good amount of time. Tengen also can hold his own. He kind of went in for the immediate fight. I guess it's his fighting style. He got injured. His fighting style is why he got injured immediately. But yeah, this Gyotaro guy cannot be stronger than Akaza. So it's not that Tengen is incredibly strong. It was just that Daki is just that weak. So why did Muzan say that she killed 7 Hashiras? I don't think she killed 7 Hashiras. I think every single one of these fights went that way. The Hashira hits Daki, and then Gyotaro comes out of her and then destroys the Hashira. That must have been what happened every single time. In the last bit there, we saw that Gyotaro, also by himself, not really all that big a deal. Uzui has stuff that he could use to take care of him, like the round balls that explode, but she can cover for him, and Daki can cover for Gyotaro. It was just like, it's basically evil Tanjiro and Nezuko. So the dynamic is really nice. It's really clever with the story and characters. Writing again, I don't like the trope that Gyotaro is having. Oh, he's a skinny guy, so he's jealous of muscular hunk guys, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's his entire character. Really, really not much effort put into his writing, but that's every Demon Slayer character. Yeah, that's literally every single Demon Slayer character, not much effort put into writing them. But the story is good, and the characters, their designs, they're amazing. And yeah, that's about it. Next episode, I think it's gonna be insanely cool. And the last picture there, this last scene from this episode, I'm gonna use that as a thumbnail for obvious reasons. I think that's also a famous image in the manga, because I've seen that image, but only Daki. Like, she's standing on top of someone. I thought that was Muzan, but that portion is cut off, so I didn't know who that was. But now I know it's her brother. Their backstory will be interesting to see, because she saw herself burning to death. So it's probably something crazy dark. Considering her personality, she probably died at a very young age. I'm talking out of my ass here, I know, but it's a conclusion that has logic behind it. And it was like some swordsman put her in fire. That's dark as fuck. And her brother, what is her brother really? Was he her brother even in life? That is when they were human? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know how it works. I can't make any conclusions there, or I can't even make any theories there. But yeah, that's about it. I'll wait for the next episode next week. It's going to be amazing. Nozumu Abe 3 times in a row? I don't know, maybe. But yeah, that's about it. I didn't analyze enough of the animation to be able to put animation analysis in the thumbnail, but yeah, I still analyzed the Nozumu Abe cut pretty good. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you next week. Until then, keep moving forward and destroy your enemies, not your dick.